coordinators of drug rights. If you'd like to find out more about the de-armament of the war on drugs, the driver of the cannabis, the proprietor of the Dakta, a man that needs no introduction, but here it is once more, the man Dakta Green. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Max. Let me just clear up one minor mistake there. I am not the proprietor of the daiquiri. Yes, I started the daiquiri. And yes, I hold the shares in the company that run the daiquiri. But I hold those as how we are going to seek law reform in this country. It is necessary for the communities in the small towns and in the large cities. It is necessary for you, the members of the community, to step forward and say, enough is enough. We don't want to be locked up in jail anymore. We don't think that cannabis is a reason to be locked in jail. Cannabis is not an evil product. Prohibition is an evil way of life. When I was serving 3 years in prison for cultivation of cannabis, I planned a method, a step-by-step progress report that would get us to the point of being legal this year. For the last 3.5 years I've been saying legal by 2010. And for the first few years that I've been saying that, I have to say I felt I was pushing it uphill. But the way the law reform movement has been progressing around the world, we in this country should feel satisfied that it will be legal this year. But first of all, you have to make a commitment. You have to make a commitment to change this law. And you have to understand that if you do not step up, who will? Are you going to rely on a few of us to step forward and speak on your behalf? Or are you going to step forward and say, now's the time. Now's the time to make these changes. Next week, the New Zealand Drug Foundation, the Law Commission will produce a review of the Misuse of Drugs Act 1975. A law passed in 1975 that today still subjects its citizens of this country to imprisonment for up to 8 years for dealing with cannabis. We say that's not right. We think it's quite wrong for our government to be waging a war on our people. Yeah. And so today, during the coming months, as Mary Jane and I travel around the country, we're going to see you, we're going to see your friends, we're going to see your neighbours, your uncles and your aunties. All the people that you know that from time to time take a toke. And it's time for you to bring those people out of their grow rooms, out of their safety zone, out of their workplaces, and bring them to a public place where we demand publicly of our members of parliament that you have to stop locking our people up. This war must end, and it will end this year. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. Woo. Thank you for your support. And as we travel around the country, we will be looking for you, we will be looking for your friends, and we want you to tell your members of parliament that we've had enough. It is time to make a change. So one more time, for the camera, it's time to end this war!